Everybody, glad you're with us. This show has an AL East matchup. It's the Toronto Blue Jays going up against the New York Yankees. All right, Singh, it's been pretty remarkable to see what this lineup has been able to do lately. They're putting on a clinic at the plate.
No doubt, Boog. Impressive performances 1 through 9. Unlike opposing pitchers, I'm looking forward to seeing another show today.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go now. And towing the slab, Bob Gibson. And as usual with him singing, I think we can expect plenty of strikeouts.
Yeah, Boogie's racked up over 3,000 strikeouts in his career, so expect to see more of the same in this one.
Ready to go? Right, and now for the Jays, Sean Green. And a foul ball. And that is out of play. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And there's a ball.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
3-2 now. And down on strikes. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr., second in the AL in home runs. And first offering is fouled off. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom. Just missed.
I can only imagine the comfort level of being in the ballpark for those kids who are fortunate enough to have a dad that played in the big leagues. Them being on the baseball field, for some it's pressure. For them, they feel that they are right at home.
1 out, base is empty. Fouls it off, still 1-2. That's a little bit low.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
That one missed.
3-2.
Out there to center. Jeter makes his way towards it. Grabs it on the run. 2 away now. Digging in, Jose Bautista.
The third baseman, Jose
Bautista, multi-time All-Star, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and they traded for him earlier this year. Right through there for a strike.
Nope, outside.
And that's downstairs. And it's 2-1.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
Fastball for a strike.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. And now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. You're dialed in. Back in the Bronx, and today's starter, Kevin Gausman. What do we need to know here?
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA, and you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out, and not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
And the 1-0. That one is upstairs.
2 balls, no strike.
Too low, and it's ball 3. And that one clips the corner. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Santander puts it away for the out. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Jorge Posada.
Well, he's coming off a nice 4 RBI performance last time out, so they'll certainly take something like that again. It's very interesting. When a guy gets comfortable with runners on base, that's when he can do a lot of damage. He's having some really good at-bats, especially when it matters right now.
Derek Jeter, the next to hit, takes outside.
1 ball, no strike.
Fought off foul. Ball to strike. The pitch. That one the other way. Clement handles, throws to first. 2 gone. Babe Ruth stepping in now for the Yankees. He was 0 for 4 in Wednesday's game. And the first offering is not close. And another ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
In the air, left field, down the line. That one hops against the fence. And that's a double.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
So up next, Lou Gehrig. His next home run will be the 500th of his career. Inside, just missed.
Well, you always want to come out in the first inning, try to put something up on the board. It's a big 2-out double right there. See if the cleanup man can drive him in and put a tally up there on the board.
Pulls that one foul. Ruth on at second with 2 down. And that one fouled off. Lined, and that's a base hit. Ruth around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and it's 1-0.
A costly mistake in the outfield thanks to the bad read, and terrible timing for that to happen. That's a play you just want to forget about.
So 2 down, and now Mickey Mantle. Lifted in the air, right center field. Varsho moving under it. Squeezes it, and that is that. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 1-0. Back after this on the show. Second inning set to go. And now the first baseman, Carlos Delgado. Between his size and his fastball, Bob Gibson probably was considered one of the most intimidating pitchers of all time. First pitch just misses.
Yeah, just his demeanor out there on the mound. It was all business, and didn't talk, fraternize with the other team, and is ready to take care of business, do his job every day he was on the mound. Seemed like if you take a big swing off of Gibson, you better make contact, because if you swing and miss, the next one's probably coming up near the shoulder.
That's outside, and the count is 3-1. The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game. Anthony Santander at the plate. Big time power. Santander working through some struggles lately. And a swing and a miss.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
That one fouled off. Breaking ball inside. And that is ball 1. Nobody out. Runner at first. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. And a pitch. Fights it off. He'll see another.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
1-2 here. Hit on the ground to short. Finds its way through, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. And fouled off. First and second here, no outs. Fouled off down the right side. The shortstop takes the ball.
Two.
And just misses with that one. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. No outs, runners at first and second. And a swing and a miss. That K is his third of the game.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
And here is Ernie Clement. Just missed.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
That one finds the zone. Strike one.
Larry Bullard making the calls behind the plate for us in this one. Pretty good strike zone. Well reviewed by those we talked to around the league.
Yeah, he's an umpire. He doesn't get a lot of looks from players, maybe here and there once in a while, but he's appreciated back there. Tying run in scoring position here in game one of this three-game set. That misses the zone. 2-1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
2 on, 1 out. Cut on and lifted in the air. Drops into the glove. 2 down. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
He's done a great job making contact recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. That clips a corner.
Well, this is a higher leverage spot, and I love the way that he's turned things around. He's got 2 outs now ahead in this count, and he can pretty much dictate what's going to happen next in terms of the pitch sequence.
That misses the zone. Now 1 and 2.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
In the dirt, and an excellent job keeping it right there. Delgado, the lead runner at second. Santander on at first with 2 down. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
And a swing and a miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the veteran third baseman, George Brett. Gausman back to work. And that's outside. And that's ball 1.
I remember when all the eyes in baseball were on Brett as he chased the magic 400 mark in 1980. Didn't miss by much. Finished at 390.
The season Brett had in 80 was out of this world. Led the league in average, slugging, and OPS. That's off the inside corner. Ball 2.
And Brett was at the 400 mark with only a couple of weeks left in the 80 season. It looked like he was going to do it.
Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screw. And it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
And now it's going to be Bernie Williams. Runner at first with no outs here. Swinging a foul straight back. That one not close. And a count 2-1. That's down and in.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
And that is ball 4, and the Yankees are in business.
Not the start to this inning he was hoping for on the mound. Now he's going to have to really dial it up against the bottom part of this lineup to get out of this jam.
And now here is Jorge Posada. Posada with an uncharacteristic stretch of poor play lately. Next offering is in for a strike.
Even superstars have their slumps from time to time, Boog, and he's no exception. He's too good to struggle much longer, though. I'd expect him to turn it around soon.
Next pitch way upstairs. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's back there. And that ball is gone. That'll fire up the dugout. His 9th homer of the year, and they add on. It's 4-0. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. He got on plane with that high fastball, but look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that pitch.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning. With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Nobody out with 3 runs in already this frame. Bottom half of inning number 2. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. That one way inside.
2-2.
On the ground to third, Bautista. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Tony Gwynn stepping in now for the Yankees. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss as he was late.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. And that's way high. And the count 1-2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in a 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Now it's the shortstop, Derek Jeter. Grounded out his first time up. High in the air, out to right. Green on the move. And makes the grab. And that's the 3rd out. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now a 4-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers.
Súbele panita y no le pare, 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 pare. Súbele panita y no le pare, 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 pare. Súbele panita y no le pare, 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 pare. Súbele panita y no le pare.
And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
I mean, that's perfect location right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Next offering is downstairs.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate. People at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
Sean Green next up for the Blue Jays. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
And another ball.
2-0.
There's a strike.
Well, he left that changeup up, got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
And that is downstairs. 3-1 now. Now this is in the air down the line. Mantle moving under this one, and he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. 2 down, base is empty. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 0 for 1 with a flyout. And there's a strike. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., that swing so reminiscent of his dad. Lots of pop. Next offering is fouled back.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And now 1 and 2. 2 outs, base is empty. That misses, and the count is 2-2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Two outs. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning, stepping in the long ball threat, Babe Ruth. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start.
Out to center. Varsho. He makes the grab, and there's one down.
The first baseman, number 4,
Lou Gehrig stepping in now for the Yankees.
Everyone anticipating what could be home run number 500 for his career.
First pitch misses. Gehrig will join the 500 homer club with just one more round tripper. Way high there. And the count now 2-0.
Man, I can't imagine what he's feeling approaching this milestone, Boog. I mean, I got to see Jim Thome hit his 500th home run in Chicago, and this guy's already passed Lou Gehrig, Stan Musial, Willie Stargell, and he's on the cusp of joining a club of around 30. It's all legends from here on.
Three-1 now. Fastball catches the corner at the knees. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Inside ball 4.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as
Now
well.
batting,
I mean, this
the
guy is
left
just
fielder,
capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
And the batter now, Mickey Mantle. That pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
Inside. No. And now it's even 1-1. And there's the ball. Man at first, one away. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and that leaves them with runners at first and second.
Now batting, third baseman.
First and second, one out. George Brett stepping in now for the Yankees. Reached on an infield single his first time. Outside, ball 1.
One ball, no strike.
That one at the knees for a strike. Runners at first and second with one gone here in the last half of the third. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
On the ground to first, could be 2. Over to Bichette. Back to first, double play. Nice job getting over, and that ends the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. On to inning number 4. The Yankees 4 and the Jays nothing. Back at Yankee Stadium, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Jose Bautista. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Singing 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game. And, you know, before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan. And he said to me, hey, kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit.
Swing, and he breaks his back. Fires over to first. One up, one down.
Got to feel pretty good for the pitcher. Absolutely sawed him off. Bat explodes. And then he makes an easy play on it. Pretty satisfying if you're out there on the ball.
Delgado at the plate for the second time as he takes ball one. Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. And that's in for a strike.
So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2 when I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me and said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
Gets a piece and stays alive. So did Super Joe give you 2 suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with 2 suits.
That one missed.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Man at first. Here's some real power at the plate. Anthony Santander.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt his shoulder diving for Deion Sanders' inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium. Santander measures 6 feet 2 inches, 30 years old now, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. Little trouble with this one behind the plate.
No strike.
Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Ryan Walker up and throwing. Franco getting cranked up as well. Delgado leads off first with 1 away.
That's a ball.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
And it's fouled away. Fouls one off. 2-2. That's down and in. On the ground, could be 2. Off balance speed, there's 1. On the first, double play, and that's the inning. So they make short work of them there. We're midway in the 4th. The Yankees 4 and the Jays nothing. Ready to go, bottom 4. And stepping in for the Yankees. Bernie Williams. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Renan Bernardino, the southpaw, is throwing and getting that sinker dialed in. Swanson getting loose as well. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. It gets down a base hit. And a good start to the inning. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2.
Got a lot of hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
Yeah, the batter now, Jorge Posada. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. That one's upstairs, ball one. And 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strike.
Hit well, right field, way back, and gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add to their lead. It's 5-zip. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. So impressive. You have to have such a clear and direct path to the baseball on a split finger, that location inside part of the plate. Did a tremendous job of staying inside of it and keeping that ball fair.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Kevin Gausman makes way, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching for
Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Chris Bassett.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Santander snags it for the second out. Back to the top of the lineup, Tony Gwynn stepping in now for the Yankees. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he's in there standing up with a 2-out double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. As soon as that one shot off his barrel, he was thinking extra bases. Really nice job of getting the bat out front, but not hooking around it or rolling over it. Just kept the swing on plane and smoked that thing into the gap.
Here's Derek Jeter now with a runner in scoring position. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. And that one is lifted in the air. Varsho after it. Brings it in. And that is the third out of the inning. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. And the lead is now 5-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back now in the Bronx. And the batter will be the shortstop, Bo Bichette. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Gibson back to work. That misses the zone. Ball one.
Well, these Blue Jays, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. Strikeouts are a little easier to stomach in baseball today, but even by those standards, they're going down way too often, and I think they're having a hard time getting any momentum going as a result.
The 1-2.
Ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. So digging in, Ernie Clement. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. In there for strike one. The Yankees leading by 5, and we're in the top of the 5th. Next pitch is outside. And a foul ball. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Pitch misses there. 2-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him
Now
up
batting,
on the inside
catcher,
part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out
Good.
front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Kerr in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike.
Now they've made him really work in this one. His 100th pitch coming in just the 5th inning.
And that misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that one is inside.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. It's 5-0. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's the DH, Babe Ruth. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Yankees putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
And a swing and a miss. 1 up, 1 down. And next for New York, Lou Gehrig. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Varsho sizing this one up, nabs it. 2 down.
The left fielder, number 7.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the power speed combo. Mickey Mantle. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Two down, nobody on. And that's down and away. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. And there's a ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Yanks held in check, but they hold a 5-0 lead.
Now pitching for
We're back,
the New
and
York
they make a
Yankees.
change to start the 6th.
Number
The new
74.
pitcher, Ryan Walker.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. He's 0 for 1.
We got past the not knowing if we have anything in common when that's all game on. We got a good vibe and we're smiling. We got a spark, can't deny it. There's something lighting up here between us.
Pitch is in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Movement in the Yankees pen. Emmanuel Clase getting ready to go. Here's a high chopper. He beats it out, and the tapper turns into an infield single.
It was a healthy cut, but the same can't be said for the contact. He got just enough of the ball to put it in play, and that's all he needed. Tough play for the defense on what was kind of a swinging bunt.
At the plate, Sean Green. Outside low, and that's ball one. Varsho gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. There's a strike.
I love the fact that we've seen both Vladimir Guerrero and Vladdy Jr. win the home run derby. They're the first father-son duo to ever win it. Vladdy back in 2007 and Vladdy Jr. in 2023. Even though his dad didn't give him any advice for the event other than to go out there and hit home runs.
That misses the zone, and 1-1. First and second, no outs, and we're the top half of the sixth. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
That misses the zone, and the count is even 2-2. Right side. Williams pulls that one down. Runner tags at second, and it comes in too late. He's up to third on the flyout with one away. Jose Bautista next up for the Blue Jays. 0 for 2 in this one. Move to first. Back in there standing.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Outfield playing straight up now. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Two on, one out. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Ryan Walker done for the night, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on. Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, John Franco.
52.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Delgado at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one.
1 strike. That's the ball.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Got it. That ends the frame. Tidy work out of the Yankees. And we're back. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the third baseman, George Brett. Yeah, that's fouled off. In the dirt, and the count is 1-1. And there's a foul ball. That one outside. The count now 2-2. And downstairs.
2 strike.
Hit hard on the ground to short. On to first. Brett out on the play.
Now batting, right fielder, Bernie Williams.
Bernie Williams stepping in now for the Yankees. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Check swing, went around. That is strike 2.
0-2.
Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Cut on and missed. Curveball struck him out.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Jorge Posada. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
That's in there. Strike 1.
0-1.
Next offering is fouled back. And that's outside.
1-2.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Kirk to first. That completes the strikeout. Inning over. No runs, no hits, no errors. 7th inning coming up. It's the Yankees 5 and the Jays nothing. Back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season.
Santander.
I've only seen a city for less snobs, streets, geeks, and actors with money bridges past and many broken bridges. It's slime with barbed wire, not some pretty picket fences in the beat. Didn't tread over me, no. This coke is for roses, and you get these cockroaches and vultures that are supposed to eat you. Women go to the seats.
And first offering is fouled off. Franco is what you're looking for in a good reliever. The ball stays in the ballpark. It's so hard to square him up. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Yeah, he stays out of the middle and pitches either at the bottom, at the top, on the edges. And because of that, if you do get it in the air, it's usually just a high fly ball. And when it's down in the zone, it's on the ground.
He's so consistent that the manager basically can look at it like he's got 3 outs sitting in his pocket. That shortens the game. Next pitch is downstairs.
When he takes the mound, you feel like, hey, this inning is wrapped or this ball game is over. He's just that good, and you can see it in opposing hitters as well.
The wide, the kick, and the 1-2. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider.
They know when he comes in, pretty much forget about it. Kind of reminds me of Mariano Rivera.
That one misses, and now it's 3-2.
Keep strike.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. He sends one out the opposite way. It's 5-1. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball. Where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Now, Bo Bichette. And the first pitch misses in the dirt.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
In the air, left field. Mantle sizes this one up, and there's one down.
The batter, number 22. Second
now it's the second baseman, Ernie Clement. And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. John Franco. Here comes Emmanuel Clase out of the bullpen. He has a great slider with tons of movement. And that misses. And that is ball one. One out, base is empty, and a run in here in the top half of inning number 7. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
Two.
And this is inside. One down, base is empty. And a base hit up the middle.
Now batting.
In steps the man they call Captain Kirk.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Clase, a former All-Star. He throws a cutter, a slider, and he works in a four-seamer. Liner caught at second.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. 1 for 2. That's through there for a strike. Clement, the runner at first with 2 gone. Center field. Gwynn in and to his right. Makes the grab, and that'll do it. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now 5-1. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game
the
summary.
Yankees, the second baseman, Jose Ramirez.
That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
Leading off for
So
the
back
Yankees,
to the top of the order.
center fielder,
Here's the center
Tony
fielder, Tony Gwynn. 1 for 3. And that's in there at the knees.
Oh. 1-1.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. And safe. It's a stolen base.
The batter,
Stepping
number
in,
2,
Derek Jeter. 0 for 3 in this one.
Jeter.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. 1 out and a runner at second here at the bottom of the 7th. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Tosses to first. Play is made. 2 out. So 2 down. Now, and here is Babe Ruth.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. Runner at third, 2 away. That's a
One
ball.
ball, one
Tried the
strike.
sweeper. On the ground right side, and it goes just foul. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. The Yanks lead 1. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Back for more from the Bronx. And now the right fielder, Sean Green. Clase back to work. And that is in for a strike. 0-1.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Williams brings it in. 1 down.
Now batting, designated hitter,
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. digs in now. First offering, and it just misses. The Blue Jays down by 4, and we're in the top of the 8th. Next offering is down low. And another ball. And there's the automatic.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. One down, base is empty. Out to short, Jeter. Over to first, and Guerrero is set down.
Now batting, the third baseman,
Jose Bautista getting ready to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound.
Pitching for the
So
New
they
York
turn things
Yankees,
over to the righty, Cade Smith.
Number 36.
Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days.
Cade Smith.
Once you gotta live it up. Yes, my red tie with your red dress.
And ball 1. So 2 balls and no strikes.
He hasn't wanted a challenge in both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. And that one sliced foul. Swing and a ball popped up. Jeter makes the catch. And that is that. Down in order. Go back now. New pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Brennan Bernardino.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Garrett, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Eric Swanson appears to be getting loose. Burr warming up as well. Next offering is down low, and it's 2-0. Late swing, foul to the left.
Nope. Ball 3. 3-1.
That one to first. He takes it on his own. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Now batting, left
So up
field,
next, Mickey Mantle. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. And that one is downstairs, and that's ball 1.
No strike.
That one missed. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one misses, and it's 3-0. Strike 1.
No need to offer at that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Stays alive. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Rocketed out towards right center. That's a hit. So he battled through a long at-bat and earned himself a hit.
Now batting.
And now
third
George
baseman,
Brett.
George Brett.
And that is in for a strike. It's 0-1.
No ball. One strike.
Mantle, the base runner at first with one out. And that one fouled off. Popped up. And that is foul. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Had him out front for strike three.
Now batting.
And now
right fielder,
Bernie Williams.
Three-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball one. And another ball. Tap foul at the plate. Two outs. Foul ball there. Got him swinging. All set to start the ninth in this one. Now the Toronto four-hole hitter, Carlos Delgado. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. And a sweeper misses for a ball.
Talk about the right guy at the right spot. They really need a rally, and this guy is someone you can believe in to find a way to get on base.
That one misses, and it's 2-1. That's inside. Line drive.
Quick reactions down there at first, and those can be tougher than they look sometimes. There could be all kinds of weird spin or knuckling action on the baseball.
He's 2 outs away. So up next for Toronto, Anthony Santander. He's already homered here in this one. Outfield playing straight up now. And first offering is fouled off. The Yanks leading by 4 here at the top of the ninth. That one pushed to the left and foul. Ball one there.
One ball. 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. And they're down to their last out.
First strikeout for him in this one. That splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when he's looking for a swing and miss like that. He throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
Lifted to left, and that should do it. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees have won 4 in a row.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start getting up and down the lineup. You never know who's going to come up with the big hit.